Okay, so I look pretty terrible right now, but we're getting ready to make some snacks and cook dinner and put up our Christmas tree. And I wanted to film all of that for you guys, and so maybe it'll help you get in the Christmas spirit. My husband and my sister are here with me tonight, and also my nephew, so we're all going to work on putting up the Christmas tree. I've got my water running in the sink because right now I'm getting ready to rinse out a few dishes, unload the groceries we just bought, which I'll show. He's watching me talk to myself. Unload the groceries that I just bought, and so I lost my train of thought. And then get started cooking, and I'll show you some of the recipes that we're going to make today. This is my husband. Some of you know who he is, but some of you who don't know me personally don't know who he is. So that's Anthony.
Hello.
Are you in the frame?
Oh, no.
Yeah. And then I'll introduce you to my sister later. So right now I better get to this water because, you know, don't want to be wasteful. So I'm just rinsing out this cup here because it's been sitting in my bathroom for 2-3 days since I filmed my birthday video. Okay, I'm not going to show you the groceries that I bought because it's all pretty boring stuff. I'm just going to get started cooking our dinner, and then we're going to get started making our snacks, and then we're going to start putting up our Christmas tree. So, for dinner, here's my sister Tina. I don't know if you were in the frame.
No.
There she is. That's my sister Tina. I already explained that it's you and Anthony and me, and we're going to put up the Christmas tree. And he walked in here and saw me talking. So this is what I'm going to be making for dinner. This is my favorite frozen chicken. And we're just going to cook the whole box because we're all fat. We're going to have macaroni and cheese and leftover green bean casserole. This here is my nephew. That's my sister's son. His name is Jermaine. He's a little bit of a mess.
Come here, son. Let me take your coat off.
But he'll be in this video as well. Say hello.
Say hi.
Say hi. Say hello. Okay. Okay, so really quickly, I wanted to tell you what we're going to have on our menu tonight, besides dinner. Who needs dinner? We're going to have... Stop, Hugo, stop! Stop! We're going to have sugar cookies with icing and sprinkles on top. What else? Chex Mix, pepperoni pizza dip, and then in addition to that, at the grocery store, I also picked up some chips and dip and some powdered donuts. So I don't know why we're cooking supper at all tonight, but we need some real food if we're gonna attempt to eat all this junk food. This is my lovely sister loading the dishwasher for me before we get our supper ready to go. And she's so sweet and helpful around the house. And Hugo's so bad. He's going to ruin this video. But anyways, she has been very helpful around the house. And so now she's loading our dishwasher so we can get our dinner ready. So yay! Yay! This is Anthony unloading our groceries so that we can cook our dinner tonight. So I'm cooking while everyone else is working. So we're all working together. Okay, so these are going to be the ingredients for the Chex Mix that we're going to make tonight. Tina. Anthony probably won't do much helping, but me and Tina are going to make some Chex Mix and eat it. We're going to eat it. So I have pretzels, corn Chex Mix, and wheat Chex Mix. Those are my two favorites to put in there. Peanuts, and for seasoning I just use butter, Worcestershire sauce, and Creole seasoning. And this is a recipe that I've been using that I really enjoy, but I found it on the Food Network under Emerald Lagasse's recipes, I think. So I'm going to get down my cookbook and make sure that I'm going to remember the recipe correctly so that it comes out right. So this is where I keep my little cookbooks. And this pink one that says Jennifer's Recipes, that's going to be the one. Oh, by the way, this is a book, obviously, of recipes. This is a book of recipes that I've tried since I've been married and have really enjoyed. So I saved them and put them in a recipe book of my own. And the Chex Mix is in there, of course, and I have it categorized a little bit. So look at there, homemade party mix. That's the first one that pops up. Usually I prefer to put almonds and pistachios in my Chex Mix, but they're really expensive, and so for this one I just bought regular peanuts. So that's why you see that on the recipe list, and that's not what I have.
Now stop.
So looks like I don't have very many very many instructions. And I also prefer to make mine a little bit different than the way the recipe calls for. The recipe calls for too much Worcestershire sauce and too much Creole, and it makes it really spicy. So I'm just going to do, and this is so boring because I'm talking and just staring at a blank piece of paper.
You slam that cabinet door again, I'm gonna pop you hard.
Okay, but that gets kind of spicy, so I'm just going to do, I can't even talk because, no, because
What?
I say one thing and then the rest of it just floats out of my head.
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
I don't know what I'm trying to say. So I'm only going to, I kind of make, well, I don't know. What?
Talk to me, dear. What are you going to say here? No, not the trash can. Over.
Oh, you know, I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
So, we're
So-
making a holiday party mix.
The three of us, don't forget Tina's
I
here
won't be
too.
doing anything, to be honest with you.
Okay,
Anyway,
so I explained that I don't have almonds and pistachios.
don't need them.
I have to do a stick of butter, a cup of Worcestershire sauce, and the Creole seasoning. What I'm going to do with this recipe is just sprinkle the Creole on top of the Chex Mix once it's in the
doesn't sprinkle,
pan.
she pours it on.
No, I don't. And then for the butter and the Worcestershire sauce, I'm going to try to coat the Chex Mix without soaking it, because if I soak it and bake it, it turns out soggy instead of crispy. So I'm still experimenting to get the consistency down right, but the flavor is really good.
5 years she's been experimenting.
No. Shut up. I've only made it like 4 times.
That's 4
That's
years.
it for now. Goodbye. So this is the corn Chex Mix. And then I'm going to add in an even amount of the wheat Chex Mix, except probably a little more because I prefer the wheat over the white. And as you'll see, our bowl fills up quite fast, so this never is a wonderful process. And I'm going to do my pretzels. I might as well just do all those. And I like to do all of these peanuts because there's really not a whole lot in here. Let me get a spoon. Okay, now we're gonna soften the butter in the microwave and mix it with the Worcestershire sauce. You don't have to mix them together, just put them both in the bowl. A whole stick of butter, because this is very healthy for you.
Perfect.
That's a joke.
This is the bowl that I'm going to use. You can really use any kind of bowl. I prefer to use a glass fancy bowl, but you can use a plastic bowl. I mean,
You want to use a glass bowl in your microwave.
you have a bowl that's microwavable, you know.
And I melt it for 10 or 15 seconds at a time and stir it until it's all melted together. This is what it looks like after only 10 seconds, so we're going to put it back in until it melts a little more so that we can stir it.
They're going to weeks later.
These are extractions.
You don't know how to do it where you can like...
This is after, hello. So this is after another 10 seconds, and I'm just going to stir a little, see if some of that melts, and then if not all of it melts, put it back in. You'll have to forgive us for all of the noise. The baby is running around. That's what's happening. The baby is running around with the dog. The part that I don't like about this is one little stick of butter. You wouldn't think would coat everything in this bowl. That's a lot of stuff, right? That's the tricky part. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to measure out a cup of the Worcestershire sauce and put it in the bowl with my butter. And then I'm going to try to brush all of that liquid on top of the Chex Mix so that it coats it the way that I want it to without being too soggy or too dry. Okay, now that I've spilled plenty of this on the counter,
Oh, geez, way to go.
I'm just going to add this in with the butter and mix this together. It's not going to be very pretty.
That was dog food.
Did it? Probably didn't spill. This looks so appetizing. Just mix it together, and I'm going to use this to drizzle over the Chex Mix. Okay, now that I have my Chex Mix evenly coated, I'm just going to sprinkle some Creole seasoning on there. And I'm going to try to be a little bit light with this because I don't want it to be too spicy, but I want it to be nicely seasoned. Did you show me pin?
Yeah. Good job, dear.
That's it. You can turn it off now. Unless you just want to film us. Dear! This is little Jermaine holding Mags. He loves Mags, but Mags doesn't like to be held or touched. He was holding on to him pretty good a minute ago. Max got away before I could film this. They look so sweet together. They looked sweeter a minute ago when it looked more natural. So dinner is ready now. This is my fried chicken, fresh out of the oven, still popping a little bit. Looks delicious. It's nice and crispy. Everyone is snacking on the first batch of Chex Mix, and we're having some creamy macaroni and cheese. Anthony is going to have some tomatoes and okra, but nobody else is going to eat that.
We're missing out.
And we've got some dinner rolls in the oven. And although this may not look very appetizing, this is just leftover green bean casserole. Now that everyone has left the kitchen, I'm going to unload the dishwasher and finish up the Chex Mix by myself. Anthony's watching Breaking Bad, and Tina is getting herself and her son ready for bed. So I'm in the kitchen by myself, and I just thought I would let you all know that. And I'm going to put up these dishes, and then after we finish up the Chex Mix, we're going to get started on our cookies and some pizza dip, and then we're going to get started with our Christmas tree. So the first thing you're going to do is put I'm going to make enough for all three of us to have. So if you want to make enough for a couple of people or just for yourself, you're only going to use 2 ounces of this, but I'm going to go ahead and do the whole pack, which is 8 ounces. And I'm going to put that in the bowl and then microwave it to soften it so that I can stir it. This is Tina's first time having this, the first time I made it for her. So she didn't want to be in our video anymore. So she's going to sit over here at the table and watch all this happen. If my battery's done, you're going to have to charge it or do something with it.
It's not dying. You're still good.
I know, but we ain't started yet.
Oh.
We're just now getting started.
I thought we did start already. What do you know?
You didn't know.
Okay, so now we have our cream cheese softened. I'm going to sprinkle it with Italian seasoning. By the way, this recipe came from BJ's Brew, is it Brew House or Brewery? BJ's Brew House in California.
I think it's Brew House.
Christine will know where that is.
Hi, Christine. Patrick.
Hello, Christine. If you're watching this video.
Better be.
Anyways, this came from that restaurant, and I found the recipe online. Plus, it was really easy to figure out how they make it anyway, and this tastes pretty similar. So this is just a cream cheese base, Italian seasoning sprinkled on top. I think they use an Italian seasoning cream cheese, but I don't have one and couldn't find one at the store, so I just sprinkled my own Italian seasoning on top. And then you're going to put a layer of pizza sauce on top. You don't have to go heavy on the pizza sauce. Then you're going to sprinkle your cheese on top. can use as much cheese as you want if you prefer a little or if you prefer a lot. I like the look of white and yellow cheese together, so I did like to do both of them. Then we're going to go in with our pepperonis. I'm going to do 3 more. I forget how long it goes in the oven, but I think I put it on 400 usually, and then it's going to cook until your cheese is to your heart's desire. Hello, I'm over here.
Filling the 400 degrees.
We can't work together. Until your cheese is at your heart's desire. So if you like golden brown or if you like it to be just melted, however you want. I like mine to be a nice golden brown with my pepperonis pretty much cooked thoroughly. So that's how I'm going to do mine. And then for all you use to dip for that is a French bread. You can buy a French bread at the grocery store and slice it up into little, what would you call it?
Pieces?
Well, not pieces, like
Slices?
like long, narrow slices, you know, for dipping.
Ah.
But I'm going to use some rye bread because they don't have French bread where I shop at Save a Lot. So I'm just going to use some soft rye bread, which is, well, I'll show it to you. It's this right here. It's not like the little bitty rye pieces. It's this. It's not as strong as the normal small pieces of rye bread. And I'm going to cut these up and toast them, and that will be what we dip our pizzas, what we dip it. Well, whatever, we're gonna eat it. So these are gonna go into your oven and toast. The next thing we're gonna do is make our sugar cookies. This is just a bag of sugar cookie mix from Save a Lot, and it looks like this. I've got all my ingredients out. I'm going to use some vanilla icing to put on them when they come out and some rainbow sprinkles. And all it calls for is a stick of butter, which I have melted in this bowl, and an egg. So, I didn't get the rest of it ready. The pan and everything.
You didn't even make it till you decorated.
What?
You didn't even make it till you decorated the cookies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to get started so late. I didn't realize until we started cooking supper that we had a whole night to go. I thought it would only take 4 or 5 hours to do everything. So I didn't. Should have gotten started after we finished breakfast. One time I forgot how much butter to put in a batch of sugar cookies that I was making homemade. I thought, oh well, I think it's this much. If it's more, that's okay. It won't make a difference. You can't go wrong with butter. They were so buttery, they made your throat sore.
Yeah, they were pretty bad. Broke me from sugar cookies for quite some time.
Isn't it good?
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. These get cooked when our pizza comes out. And here is the bread and pizza dip. I hope this is a good enough zoom for you. Nice and bubbly, cheesy, pepperoni pizza dip. And then our toast. That's pretty freaking good. Here is the finished product of the sugar cookies. This is not all of them. This is only 9. So these are iced and sprinkled. And we got more to ice and
Did you ever take a picture of this?
still more to go in the oven.
Said she did.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna stand right here and show off my stuff. Let's say hello. Hi. Hello. Now we have moved our party into the living room to put up our Christmas tree. This is my sister Tina and my husband Anthony. I've already introduced them. And we're going to get ready to get started putting up the Christmas tree. I wanted to show you the Christmas ornaments that I bought really quick from Hobby Lobby this year to put up our tree. They're peppermint candy themed or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put our tree, I don't know if his head's in the way. We're going to put up our tree over here in this corner in front of that window panel towards the right.
I'm the only one in the house robe.
Sorry, because I don't have one.
Okay, so I just wanted to show what ornaments we're putting on the tree since I bought these. So it would be like a haul, I guess. And also because you're probably not going to be able to see them once we get up there and start putting them on the tree. So the biggest pack of ornaments that I got, and I don't know how well you can see them from this distance either. These are some white and red solid ones, and then some white and red striped balls. You can't get around saying the word balls, so get used to it.
It's always an interesting word this time of year. Especially when you hang up
These
that
are
mistletoe.
2 packs of white and red. They look like peppermint candy. I think those are the ones that inspired me to go with this theme. And some more white and red. These look like Christmas lights, right? Isn't that what that shape is?
I'm assuming. Yeah, it's kind of like.
These are all shatterproof, which is good for the dogs, but who knows if the...
That's not cheaper.
These are little peppermint candy, peppermint, whatever they are. And then I got some candy canes. These are 6 large candy canes with a little bit of green in them. And to get more green, I picked up these. This is 6 more little icicle candy looking things. It's 8. And so that's what we're going to put on our Christmas tree. Hopefully it'll be enough. Also, I bought these 3 rolls of paper.
Which will come in handy later.
These will match.
Christmas tree.
These will be what we wrap the presents with under the Christmas tree, and it'll match the Christmas tree decor. Fancy. So this is silver with peppermint candy print. And this is... You can hold that, please.
I guess the only other question is,
This is white with red letters. Says a lot of merry stuff on it.
how about you?
And then this has a little bit of green, but I wanted mostly white so that the green doesn't throw off the other ones too much. So this is just white with green and red polka dots.
So we just wanted to invite you to have Christmas with us in our house this year. This is how we get ready for Christmas.
Okay, so we're gonna get started putting up the Christmas tree.
Here we go.
In that other Christmas tree.
I can go see. I'll be back.
Hey, this is going over here.
You don't think it's coming in? Thank you, Rob.